Okay, good morning. Day after President's Day. Looking forward to seeing what happens with the overall market. We are uh, at monthly lows. This is the last time we were here was early February. We bounced, but before that, we were here back in November. Now, overall context um, has been guiding how we've been trading, and the market has just taking hits. We've had bounces from support, but we've been defensive. Right? We've been defensive since the market has been struggling to follow through on the long side. So this morning we gapped down at the open here, and we're creating more lows. So I think today is going to be um, we're in territory where stocks can be bought up. Because of that, we'll be looking at some of the tech names that that we've been keeping on watch. But we'll focus on some of the names that show relative strength. But overall, we're still in a defensive posture. Okay, so I want to get in, get the base hits, and get out, and then we look to re-enter. Not looking to overstay welcome, and not looking for home runs. Okay, all right. So as always, drop what you're looking at in the chat, and I will give commentary if I can. I'll do my best to give commentary. Okay, all right. So let's get to it. Okay, so we talked about the cues here. Same on the SPY. All right, let's do. All right, so seeing overall the market is just kind of. We had a nice bounce, so nice trades on Friday. If you saw the small account recap, you saw what we caught. But it's stock sold off, and then they're opening up weaker. But again, I do like even though we're seeing overall weakness, I love that we're taking time to see a pullback because it gets difficult to trade from the highs here. So I actually like being at the lows down here. In this higher time frame support because when stocks are cheaper, they tend to get bought up by institutions. So we could see another rally back up, and we can see that we can see the indices just pull right back up to the highs, right? So eventually, it's likely to happen. We just don't know when. So we just come in, show up as if it's going to happen every day, and if we see the signs of it, we'll jump on those stocks that are strong. Okay. All right. So let's look at last week. All right. So Rivian was one Friday that was in play for us. It's held up well. It ended strong, held up well. So that one will continue today. Fastly was one that had rallied 2 days in a row. That one's holding up well on the long side. So we'll see if there's another play there. All right. Let me give commentary. Let me talk about some of these as well. Just a second. All right. So fresh. This one. This move here, Zim. I'll talk about this one. Is one of the top gainers. It's scheduled to be acquired it's scheduled to be acquired at $35 per share. So typically, when you have so much of when you have an announcement like that, you have that initial gap, and it may not move after that, just because there's already so much movement. So typically these sort of kind of go sideways. Now it could continue because it's at $35 per share, but that's late 2026. So we could watch it, but typically these tend to just sort of kind of range here after that initial buying. So you got to be early here on those announcements. We can keep an eye on it, but that's typically like what we see on those stocks like that. Okay, all right. Yes. This is one. This one is on is the second on the list on the gainers list right now. Second in not of low floats, but this is the second for those that are 20 and above. So let me clarify that. I have two. I run mid and low float. So I'll have like 20 and below, and then I'll have another scan where I can see those that are like 20 and above because they trade differently. So this one has some fresh news. Overall chart is it gapped up through a few levels, and it's approaching some highs here. I don't necessarily like the current price action, so we'll see what it does if it pulls out. Shows us something stronger. Just keeps failing here around that 850 level. So we'll see. Not very clean right now. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, 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 guys. Good to see everybody. See everybody's names. Okay. All right. 1 second. Okay. All right. So we talked Rivian. We talked Fastly. We traded Ondas here yesterday. As I mentioned, there's a few stocks that I have on watch, like Ondas, the SoFis, the Microns, that have pulled back with the overall market. But since we're sitting on support, if they show strength, like if they create if they fail to create a low and create a new high, then I'll be looking to catch the reversal. So we're starting to see signs on some of them, like Ondas on Friday. So if and this one had fresh news as well. So Ondas had fresh news on Friday. So we'll look for a second day play. We'll see if prices. So price pushed here, created a new high, pulled back here. We have a nice consolidation. We'll see if we break up to the upside there. Okay. So right now you may feel like you're trying to squeeze something out, and we actually are on the long side. The downside is just day after day. If you look at stocks like Nvidia, it's just creating lower lows and lower highs to the downside, right? Just pulling back. So some of that upside trend trading that we've been doing for the past 7-8 months, it's been a little bit harder to catch that. So if you feel that way, that's exactly what's happening. So I'm pulling out like the reversion playbook, right? Where all right, we're looking at stocks that are in that are up, like Rivian, Fastly, if they're showing relative strength, but then also we're looking at stocks that are pulling into support on a higher time frame, and we're looking to see if we can catch a bounce. Okay, so that's what we're doing. All right, so we looked at some of the tech names. I want to talk about the Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin, as it's pulled back, we saw MSTR and Coin pull back. So Friday, Coin had fresh news, earnings, and very nice trade. Some people in our group called this rally. So looking to see what Coin is going to do. If we're going to continue, there's a lower price ETF. Shout out to one of the members in the pod who put us on. There's a lower price ETF for Coin. So if Bitcoin does start to pick up, there's two things working for Coin. Bitcoin is pulled down into support, and if it starts to rally, then we'll see this stock move. Otherwise, it had fresh news, earnings, right, on Friday. So the market reacted, and it pulled up very strong. So now we have obvious levels to trade from. So you see the volume really picked up. The R vol was high. So if R vol is high again, we may have a second day play with some obvious levels to trade from on coin. If it pulls through here, then we have more. We may, if it if the market's strong today, we can have a strong trend to jump onto and participate in. So we'll look at coin. Also, MSTR rallied with that news as well. So we see the same move. So those two are on watch today as well. Okay. All right. So I have a bunch of other tickers that I have on watch. SUN. There's a few others, low floats. Let me check the chat. But SUNE, this was one that's just been kind of, it's been a hard trade. It'll rally and then we'll kind of chop. There's a few on watch here. Let me talk about some of these that are on the scan. So SUNE is on the scan right now. Okay, GVH it's popped up here, and news. Not a very attractive chart at all, but if the sellers the shorts don't come in, it could rally. GXAI. This one, pre-market, fresh news, popped, pulled up, gave scalps. If at the open, the sellers aren't able to push this down, we could see this pop through and rally. You all know what to look for. So GXAI could be one of those that gives that short-term scalp run up. Okay, check the chat. Somebody asked about RIME. Yeah, this one ran up Friday, end of day. Fresh news, a lot of pre-market trading, float turnover. Similar situation to GXAI. See what the shorts do at the open. If they're able to take it. Or if not, like that first 15 minutes, if they aren't, and we see the pop there, then it could run. You all know, like 87% of time, the low floats after that run up, they short. So if they don't within like the first 15-30 minutes, then it could be a candidate to run up after the open. That 15-30 minutes after the open. Okay. All right. What else you got? Let me check the Zoom chat. All right. Seems like nothing else. CRSR was another one that CRSR. It was a decent catalyst. It broke several levels. I didn't trade it, but there was a quick scalp opportunities here. Consolidated into VWAP and then broke out. Eventually started to short, and then now it's pulled back. So a little higher time frame, higher low here forming. So we can see how the market. If we have more trading, second day play here. So that was Friday. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get locked in, set up my charts, and I'm going to start Small Account Challenge Live Dash Trader Pro window, and we're gonna get to it. Okay. All right. So I hope y'all have a great day. Again, we have to show up like it's gonna be the best day. Sometimes it gets a little boring, it's a little challenging, but that's like but we have to have a short-term memory and just prepare, because we never know. Like, you can have a blowout day today. Something can pop up on the scan, news can drop, or something can have just extremely elevated volume and extremely great tape, great aggression. So just be ready, be prepared, and just follow your plan. You don't have to trade anything but your playbook. That's it. All right. So hope y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Thanks, y'all. Market's slow and cold. Yeah, it's been slow. All right. But if you can make it during the slow market, you'll blow you do great when it's hot. Okay. So just focus on playbook trades. That's it. Ignoring everything else. Focus on playbook trades. There's a lot of things that may look like a playbook trade, but if you feel like you're squeezing it, it's probably not. If you feel like you're just trying to do something, probably not taking a playbook trade. But if it feels easy, it feels like, oh yeah, this is it. I gotta get in, because this is my playbook trade. This is what I know. Then you want to have that feeling. Until then, just be patient, and this little season will pass. It'll pass over.